Let's talk macronutrients. As a holistic nutritionist and a holistic weight loss coach, whenever I start working with a client, either for optimal health or weight loss, the first thing I do is look at how many calories that individual needs every day for their goals. This is highly specific to the individual. It's based on their age, their height, their current activity level, and their weight. So that's the starting point. I look at how many calories they need to meet their goals. But it's not just enough to look at calories. I have to take it a step further and help them properly break those calories down to balance blood sugar and balance energy. So I work with a macronutrient balance. If you don't know what that means how we break down your carbohydrates, your protein, and your healthy fat every day. And I work in the optimal range of 40% of calories coming from carbohydrate, 30% from healthy fat, and 30% coming from protein. Let's talk carbohydrates first. Carbohydrates are important because they're your body's primary and preferred source of energy. Carbs give you energy. Now, we don't just want to eat carbohydrates, we're also going to need some protein and some healthy fat. But I generally work with clients in a recommended range of 40% of daily calories coming from carbohydrate. And I just don't recommend any carbohydrate. As a holistic nutritionist, I recommend removing gluten from the diet. Gluten is inflammatory and it can cause digestive issues over time. So I recommend going gluten-free as a holistic nutritionist. So if you do want to have some grain-based gluten-free carbs, you could have some gluten-free oats. You could have a brown rice pasta, perhaps quinoa or brown rice. But I also turn to starchy vegetables as a source of carbohydrate. Starchy vegetables are higher in sugar and higher in carbs. So some of the starchy vegetables include squash, sweet potatoes, carrots, green peas, non-GMO corn, and beets. So I want you to start thinking about these vegetables as starchy vegetables or carbohydrates. Now, if you're doing starchy vegetables or a grain-based carbohydrate, your serving size is a half a cup. I recommend measuring this out. You're usually quite surprised that you're probably eating a little bit more than you think is a proper serving size. In this video, I am not going to make any recommendations as to how many portions of each macronutrient you need, because again, that is highly specific to the individual. The next macronutrient I'm going to discuss is protein. Protein is probably my favorite macronutrient. It's important for your muscles. Your muscles are made of protein. All of the tissues in your body, your brain, your hair, your skin, your nails, your metabolism needs protein. And your immune system is made up of protein. So if you're not getting enough protein in the diet, often your immunity isn't at its peak function. So some of the great lean sources of protein include a lean grass-fed, organic, or antibiotic-free meat. Though that has a complete amino acid profile. 2 eggs, free-range organic, makes a great 1 serving of protein. If you're vegan, you could look at tofu or tempeh. And I often recommend clients to add in a good quality protein powder to help them meet their protein requirements for the day, because it's actually surprisingly difficult to meet your protein requirements per day. Often when I start working with somebody, they discover that they're actually not consuming enough protein per day. So protein powders can be very helpful. Now, I have removed dairy from my diet for several years now. So I now choose a vegan protein powder. And probably my favorite brand at the moment is Lean Fit. It is organic, it's non-GMO, it tastes delicious, and it's very affordable, good quality protein. I've recently become an ambassador for Lean Fit Protein, so I'm going to include my link below, Sue's Ignite Fitness, all caps. So if you're ordering online, use my discount code and you'll get 20% off Lean Fit products. So this is a great tasting vegan protein powder to add to smoothies. You can stir it into a dairy-free yogurt to pack a protein punch, or use it in chia pudding. There's so many ways, or protein balls. There's so many ways to use protein powder to help you meet your protein goals. So one serving of protein is 20 to 28 grams, which is the size, if you're doing meat, it's the size of your palm without the knuckles, or the size of a deck of cards. Again, measure it out because people are usually surprised at the portion size. So that's a really important macronutrient to get into your diet every day. And I won't make recommendations again in this video as to how many portions you need, because that is highly specific to the individual. The final macronutrient we're going to be discussing is healthy fat. I grew up, I was a young adult in the 90s, not to date myself, but that was kind of a fat-phobic era. People were very afraid of fat and believed that fat made you fat. So everything was fat-free. And since then, they've discovered that is absolutely not true. That myth has been debunked. And in fact, we're realizing how important it actually is to get enough healthy fat in your diet. Your cell membranes are made up of fat. Your hormones need fat to function. Your hair, your skin, your nails, and the proper function of your brain are fat dependent. So we need many servings of fat per day. Some of the best sources of healthy fat are olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado oil, raw unsalted nuts and nut butter, delicious, avocado or avocado oil. The one caution with healthy fats is that they are more calorie dense than the other macronutrients. There's more calories in them than protein and carbs. As such, the serving size is much smaller. One serving of healthy fat is only 1 to 2 teaspoons per serving. And you need multiple servings per day for optimal health. But again, I won't make recommendations in this video as to how many servings you need, because that is very specific to the individual. So I hope that gives you a better idea of what macronutrients are. Macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and healthy fats, and we need a combination of all of them in our diet every day for optimal health. I work with my clients in a range of 40% of calories coming from carbohydrate, good quality carbohydrate, 30% of calories coming from protein, and 30% of calories coming from healthy fat. And that balances people's blood sugar so they have stable energy during the day, and it helps keep your weight in check. If you would like to book a specific consultation for you to figure out how many calories you need every day and how to properly break those down to the right servings of carb to protein to fat, please don't hesitate to reach out, DM me, and we can book a Zoom consultation, and I can help you figure out how many calories you need either to lose weight or maintain, and how to properly break those down so you're getting the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats for optimal health. I hope you found this video helpful. Drop me a comment below if you did. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other nutritional or fitness videos, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in my next video.